Hello, my name is Sam Hill. I'm just starting this. Right off the cuff, man. I went on Poons, trying to have some fun. He had some good people up, but he's too stoned, man, to be a good host. Even though I like Poon, he had some great people up. Rachel is all class, Shamrock, but she went off. I want to talk about Russell. He came up, and these other bozos wouldn't let me talk. I wanted to tell Russell, first of all, motherfucker, don't you disrespect me and accuse me of something I didn't do, motherfucker. I didn't. Russell said something about me taking his wrench. I took no wrench. Quit being so thin-skinned, motherfucker. Oh, this Russell Cook, who I like, he lets this Josh, who I want to talk about for a minute, he lets this Josh denigrate Hostbuster, Russell's friend, for an hour. But Russell attacks me? What the fuck? Defend your friend. Now, Josh disrespected me, and I went at him, but not viciously. Basically, I like Josh, but he's one of these mean drunks, I figured out. And what do we do about these mean drunks, right? Am I being heard? Let me try to address something. I don't know if I'm being heard. Probably not. Now I should be. Does this work? Where is my audio? Welcome. I'm just going to be here until my wife wakes up. She could wake up at any time. It's 7:13 here. Of course, I was up at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. I want to entertain myself listening to me. If anybody wants to listen, you're smart. A wild German lady has a stream up. Today, is it? She's always good. And I think I brought her up. You were mentioned on this stream that Josh rejected me, told me to go away, even though I'm good. Because what happened was, by the way, this is a typical Asian women. Beautiful. Some dumb streamers, maybe Poon, not attracted to Asians. Well, you're stupid. In their culture is so nice and for relationships. My Asian wife is a better wife in so many ways than my American first wife. I'm not saying a better person. I'm just saying she comes from a culture more conducive to being a wife and having a happy marriage. That's my experience. Anyway, so I'm on Josh, who I like. And then this VIDS comes on, right? And Josh is saying how great VIDS is. And they had VIDS, this creep, and Josh start going after Nocto. And I'm going, fuck, well, why are you doing that, man? Why are you embarrassing Nocto? And I said, Josh, here's where German lady comes in. I said, Josh, as German lady showed, VIDS is a creep. Why? Because Josh, VIDS shows himself a picture, an image of himself, he says. But it's when he was younger, as German lady shows. And he says, oh, don't you attack German lady? I said, yeah, I like German lady. You're not listening. German lady showed that VIDS is catfishing. And Josh starts attacking me. Oh, no, German lady gets credit. VIDS, I have no problem with before. I don't. But I can't look the other way. As German lady showed, dummy, VIDS uses an old picture of himself. But and that's not the worst thing. The worst thing is, according to German lady, and I believe her, is he uses a young picture to get women. Dummy. Now, I like Josh, and he disrespected me and told me to go. And then I went after him in another stream, but not viciously. So I'm thinking I could go after Josh. It's not hard, really. And I'm good at this, but I don't want to. I like Josh, but what's going on here? I liked Abe, and then I had to call him out. I like Josh, call him out. what's going on here? It's just mean drunks. And what do we do with them? Evil Abe, I liked being on with him. We had fun. He did great. But the truth is, he got beyond boundaries, being a mean drunk. And here's Josh, who I like, typically a nice guy, but he goes mean. He's threatened women. It's the same deal. It's being a mean drunk. So, I go hard on people, but I'm thinking, let me just say I think the truth, that some people should not drink past a certain level. Now, I'm a happy drunk, not that I drink often. And why do I kind of relate to the subject? Well, my father could be a mean drunk. So that's all. I'm going to give Josh not a hard time. But he did bring up a memory of mine, which I find interesting. And then I'll go to chat. And when my wife comes in, I'll get rid of the stream. Weird. Well, weird in the sense that I haven't had this memory in years. So basically, I think I got mad at Josh because he told me to go. And telling me to go triggered a memory. It's a form of rejection, isn't it? So what came in my head was memory. Haven't thought in years. But memories trigger other memories. Or, sorry, I said that wrong. So what happens can trigger memories from the past. Second grade. And I swear it's true, but maybe I got the grade wrong. I think it was second grade. It was an early elementary grade. I think second grade. By the way, we were doing a play. We were going to do a program for the classes. Something to do with Merry Widow. I don't even remember. And I had the teacher gave me a part in the play. Fuck, I was good. I mean, I got a standing ovation from other second graders. This turned out to be a consequence. After an incident happened, my punishment was I was kicked out of the play. Anyway, so look, human condition, most of us want to be part of a group. It's very normal. And it can be bad or good. We've seen the bad that some people join terrible groups like RDA. But it's me too. I like being part of a group. In school, I always needed to and was part of a group. Not always the top jock group, but groups. So this is a memory. Hi, Angela Witt. How you doing? Nice to see you. Wild German lady, always best tennis player. We have our own story, but thanks for being here. So I loved, as a second grader, dodgeball, right? Those early elementary school games. So some kids in my class are playing dodgeball. And I go and say, I want to play. And for whatever reason, this guy said for my class, no, you can't play. You can't play. And I got really offended. That's a form of rejection. I want to be part of that group. Actually, I want to play dodgeball, but I got really mad. And I started mouthing off to this guy, and he mouthed back. And we started to get into a fight. Back then, common, at least when I went. So he starts to fight me. And something in my brain triggered the next move. It wasn't calculated. Instinctively, I grabbed his hands and I started spinning him around. Maybe I saw this from wrestling. I used to be involved in it. As a kid, young kid, I liked wrestling. I even went to a wrestling match. Anyway, I started, and people are starting to watch, of course, a fight on the playground. And I'm spinning this kid, this kid in my class around. And spinning him. I maybe again the memory from wrestling. I don't know. So I'm spinning. So I spin him 4 or 5 times. We're increasing the speed, right? And I dropped him. I let go. I broke his arm. The vice principal later called me in. The guy showed up the next day. He had a cast on, and what was the reaction of the other kids? They weren't mad. They gave me respect. Isn't that funny? There was no thinking about it. I got respect. This guy is now he's not messing with me. He has a cast on. I broke his arm. I get respect, but the teacher, oh, you did wrong, so she removed me from the play. I didn't get the part. So it interests me how we are memories. I mentioned this. I know about dementia through my wife, and I think some people in my family, one or two relatives, had it, older people, and I was rejected. It's an earliest memory, I guess, of being rejected, and I was basically rejected with Josh. I did nothing wrong except I was defending Nocto, who doesn't fight back. He doesn't want drama. He's a nice guy, but he got belittled and didn't fight back. In fact, later, when I got kicked off, Russell came on, and he was mad at me for some bullshit I didn't do. Like he said I took away his wrench. Anyway, I have a long history with Russell. He lets himself be belittled by Josh. And VIDS, I think, was it VIDS? For Josh, for some reason, did not like Hostbuster on Peepers. And I don't agree that Russell should let this Josh belittle his friend, because Josh, I like Josh basically, and Russell does. But me, Russell, and HB go back years, 4 or 5 years, to the show I created, Busters. And Russell, I don't agree with Russell. He lets himself, he lets Josh go after Hostbuster. Now, Russell, stop. Defend your friend, motherfucker. And it's belittling to Russell. What, you don't like drama? Okay, it's called defending your friend, Hostbuster. Hey, I went there. I like Hostbuster more than Nocto because I've known him longer, etc. But I was defending Nocto. By the way, after Josh kicked me off, Nocto came back and accepted no problem with Josh. But Josh was with VIDS was basically calling you a liar, Nocto. So if you don't want to defend yourself, Nocto, I don't think you should go on these shows because it makes you look bad. And Nocto's a good guy. He's one of the better guys, I think. Sometimes I'm a dummy and I like people and find out that they do things like Evil Abe went on air, Tina recorded it, and was telling another guy how to hit a woman without leaving marks. This mean drunk thing, I went after Evil Abe. Well, Evil Abe went after me first for some bullshit. And then I'm different. I'm more critical. And then I see things I hadn't seen before. Josh has done and threatened women. So I got to kind of come to some kind of balance with this. And I think the truth is I shouldn't reject Josh. I reject what he says when he's a mean drunk. But this is the reality. What do we do about the mean drunks? Do we totally reject them? I don't think so. I did it first. I'll never go back to Evil Abe, at least without him bending the knee, because Evil Abe did bad by me. A German lady is very effective, provocative, but fair, I think. She's made mistakes. Somebody, the last stream, it was basically a go back and forth, which I liked. I liked the last stream. It was quick. It was me being trolled by chat and me fighting back quick. I liked it. It was quick. If you like quick fighting back and forth with me and trolls like Rev, watch the last stream. It wasn't me talking like now, talking about memories. It interested me that this memory came up. And none of us like being rejected. I'm really not used to being rejected. And I haven't been in my life, really. But on here, like Josh, you were wrong, Josh. German lady has called out VIDS. And I'm kind of interested now because I gotten to like this Raw Dog, even though I asked Poon, is Raw Dog a cool guy? And Poon didn't really like him. But for now, I'm supporting Raw Dog's attacks on VIDS. Look, it's black and white. I saw a picture. Check out German Lady's stream. I think she streams today. A wild German lady. I think you have to put in a wild German lady, because if you just put German lady in, you might not get it. I can't put up with or accept and not call out VIDS. German lady, maybe someone else, put out a real picture of VIDS. And he's nothing against old people. You know, people accuse me of being old. I'm not. But whatever I am, why people attack old? I mean, Trump's old, and most people on here seem to like Trump. So it's this idea of attacking old people, which I won't do. Now, if they're scumbags, I will, but it's sick. And if you go to Asia, they actually respect older people, and there's benefits. Oh, I hear my wife, so I'll probably go on. Let me just acknowledge best tennis player, Charlotte, of course, the prophet. Coochie Pie, I like this Coochie Pie. Shamrock, one of the best. I wanted to talk about peepers. I think I had some good ideas. Shamrock, classy, smart. Russell, Shamrock, I think great. So I had some comments on peepers. I think for friendship reasons and others, peepers should give Hostbusters another chance. Brutally, the show Brutally would work with Shamrock and Russell, probably, the two of them. But this isn't a big stream. So for friendship, and HB can be great, maybe he'll get better. My recommendation to the stream at Shamrock is give Hostbuster another chance. That's what I would recommend. And I think this show should grow. People criticized it. I had some criticism, but you're starting. It's the first one. The numbers were fine. Josh, he was drunk. He doesn't know Hostbuster, and he's got other agenda, I guess. I don't know. What channel should they go on? I think they should go on Russell's channel. Why? Because Shamrock don't need the money. So Russell could probably benefit. But of course, do what you want to do. But I would say for friendship, to be fair, and Hostbuster can be very, very good. Sham, give Hostbuster another chance. Josh has a lot of reasons for doing what he did. I don't know. But I went after Josh. I don't think viciously. I think he's got skills. I like Josh when he's not mean drunk, right? So I'm trying to be balanced. I countered, I defended, I went after Josh. I don't think viciously, but I can't go back on Josh's until he bends the knee a little bit if he wants me back. And we're great on air. So what do we do about mean drunks? Hold them accountable, be balanced, and be a little Christian, be a little forgiving. Evil Abe, it's more difficult, because when I heard that or saw that, witnessed Evil Abe give me advice about how to hit a woman without marks, I can't forget that. It'll never be the same. But I'm not going to, I want to be balanced and say the truth, which is some of these people, when they get mean drunk, they should be called out for being mean drunk. But that doesn't mean they're horrible human beings. It means they probably shouldn't drink, right? So that's what I want to say. I hear my wife. I'll go off. Thanks for listening. I'd love to go on. Best tennis player, German ladies here. Check out her stream. I will. She's one of the smartest people, generous laugh. And in case you don't know, we kind of got to know each other because I went after this evil, fascistic, anti-woman group who did go after German lady. And instead of going to a couch and crying, German lady fought back, became a very successful streamer. Who's heard of RDA? They're losers. So unlike May Noodles, German lady was righteous lady, and didn't get mean, just got smart and funny. So I appreciate German lady. I think, the self-serving, I think no one's better at being with German Lady than me. I think we're great on air. Sometimes I interrupt too much. I like being with German Lady, and probably, hopefully, we're on air again. So, but check out her stream, a wild German Lady. Make sure you put in a wild. Check her out. Best tennis player. We got issues, but again, I like best tennis player. So thank you for being here. Sue's one of my favorite. Really, I want to do a stream. Maybe I will. Saucy Sue versus May Noodles. Saucy Sue, you got in Miss Butt Smell's head. I think a marker for jumping the shark for May Noodles, and she had been attacked. The marker for her jumping the shark are really failing and going downhill is when she messed with Saucy Sue. And May Noodles, Miss Butt Smell, really went shitty on Sue, doxed Sue, slandered Sue. Slander meaning she accused Sue of things she didn't do. Sue was heroic in real life, protecting her unborn child against a guy she maybe was in a relationship, but the guy went after her with a stick. Sue did not go out and find a couch and howl and seek refuge. Sue fought back. Isn't that what we're supposed to do? Defend ourselves, not complain, go on the couch and whine. And so cool to be a lady and fight back. That's why we supported some of us, May in the first place. We thought she was fighting back against Jimmer, but she became Jimmer in that Jimmer did some bad things. And what did Butt Smell do? Her lack of character came out, and she became Jimmer-like. But the real hero, to me, serious. And I've had fights with Sue. She told my wife to leave me, but she won me over, especially with that story. One of the best stories I've heard. So yeah, Sue made mistakes before in her past. Who hasn't? But May twisted. If you want to hear the story, it's for Sue to tell. It wasn't that big a deal. I think Sue made a mistake, but May slandered and doxed Sue. Did she think Sue would back down? Did she think Sue would back down? You want to buy a bridge in Brooklyn? Sue became so righteous. And she should be like a hero. How she's handled herself. She hasn't gone beyond boundaries. Sue hasn't doxed anyone like May did. Sue used her righteous voice and has not given up on telling the truth about Miss Butt Smell, May Noodles. Now, and my wife is up, but she hasn't entered the kitchen where I am. I love this story, and thank you so much, Sue, for being here. Because her story is exactly the model for man or woman, but especially women. Because sometimes women, instead of fighting back, will cower and go on the couch and howl. Which is, I'm not going to attack that. I'm going to kind of use that comparatively. Is that an attack? Maybe. I understand it. Why? Because women are physically not as strong generally. But what would I recommend? Acting like Sue. Not crying, not howling, but using her smarts and most of all, her truth. Like she admitted she had made mistakes. And then she told that story, that real life story. She saved her child. At the time, the child was unborn. Maybe that child who she loves more than anything, obviously, maybe that child will grow up and cure cancer, be in the military, defend America, write a great book. We don't know, but that's the point. Because of righteous, saucy Sue, the world has the possibility of someone who contributes, her son, her son. I think that's a beautiful story. And we know it because of Saucy Sue shared that story, which is another cool thing. So thank you, Saucy Sue. I will call out a real creep besides Miss Butt Smell, because I see that Sue mentioned, or you mentioned, so most people have left supporting, I think, a bad woman who doxes innocent people. Boast about doxing innocent people. Is it personal now with me? It wasn't. Now it is. The last couple weeks, maybe a month, because this creep, I'm looking for a likeness, not her, but a likeness. May Noodles wished death on me. She said on air, she wished me, groovy me, death. Now, can we be honest? I'm a small streamer, never dox. I tried to do right by this lady. In the beginning, I support her, but I said, don't dox people. She wished death on me. She wishes my wife doesn't have a husband. My 2 boys don't have a father. My mother not have a son, oldest son. For what? She wished death on me? So I called her out. And then I heard on one of her streams, she said, oh, Sam Hill, I wish death on him. Tell you what, those aren't the literal words. I wish death on him again. She doubled down on it. She doubled down on wishing death. Honestly, don't you all think that's a little or a lot extreme? I mean, I didn't dox her. I called her out. I don't wish her harm. I wish she'd get more humane and less of a creep. I don't wish death on you. I don't wish physical harm. I don't wish psychological harm. I wish decency on you. That's what I wish. So I support Saucy Sue, as I think everybody should. Honestly, especially women. Especially women. Don't we all need models of behavior? And especially, we all were presented with 2 portraits of a woman in conflict. One took a weak route and went on a couch, howled. That's May Noodles. Not only that, she's obviously, there's a likeness, not her. May Noodles, can we be real? She's obsessed. I think she's mentally ill. 1 year after being with this guy, most of her streams are about Jimmernam. She spent physically 5 days with him, something like that. Yet, year on, she's still obsessionally talking about Jimmer. Now, for a month, okay, in the beginning, but month after month after month after month. Not only that, she's gone after good people. Good people she should have listened to. If May Noodles listened to Saucy Sue and me, Saucy Sue especially, she might be having a successful, positive stream, but she didn't, because her character stinks, because I believe she's mentally ill. But the worst thing to me is she's mean. You can be mentally ill and still be a good person, but she's not. Saucy Sue, you're in her head. You're in her head. The last stream, I think she went after Sue again with bullshit. It wasn't effective because Saucy Sue's pretty cool. There's a way of going at Sue because everybody has something that they don't want to hear. But Saucy Sue is attractive, righteous, decent, strong, opinionated, funny. So good for Sue. And she's got a positive, fun relationship with, here comes the best of all. Saucy Sue has a great relationship with my favorite streamer right now, Andi Cruz. I was thinking talent-wise, maybe Evil Abe, but Evil Abe is that mean drunk sometimes. So I can't really even call Evil Abe #1 streamer. Maybe talent-wise, but he doesn't have the likability of Andi Cruz. So I won't even talk about talent, though Andy's has talents. My favorite streamer is Andi Cruz. And guess who has a girlfriend named Saucy Sue? Andi Cruz. So out of this YouTube, good things did happen. Sue got to test her character. Now Saucy Sue is influencing in a positive, good way other women and men. She gave me the best story, true story, positive story, heroic story I think I've been able to tell. And I did my best. I think I did a pretty good job. But Saucy Sue gets, of course, all the admiration from me and others for standing up. It's even emotional. I'm not going to go weak or anything, but it's emotional and inspirational. Yes, I go after people. I go after slime buckets, but I so enjoy talking about righteous. Saucy Sue is righteous. A wild German lady is righteous. Somebody attacked me the other day and said, well, they mentioned something. I couldn't figure out who they were talking. They were talking about German lady. Okay, German lady is not perfect. Has made mistakes like I have. But in that one mistake, and I won't mention it, guess how German lady reacted. That's what I watched for, reaction. She apologized. I've apologized. So I'm no simp. I even call that German lady, who I like, in print, meaning publicly in a comment that people could read. What did German lady do? She apologized. That's classy, I think. So right now, I really appreciate a wild German lady, but she is provocative. She is provocative. And when I was so groovy with Evil Abe, especially JK, German lady came on SHA and said, Sam, you've been trolled. So maybe I was in a better place with Evil Abe, having fun. And wild German lady, I think, brought up truthful possibilities. But I got to applaud German lady. She made my YouTube maybe harder, but she's right. And that's what I want to do. Sometimes people need to be uncomfortable. When they're uncomfortable, that can be a motivator. In this case, it made me look at Evil Abe in a more truthful way. And I'll never look at him the same way again. For one thing, he slandered me. He called me a racist. Okay, honestly, between me and Evil Abe, who would be the racist? Right? And I haven't called Abe that. I'm not a racist. I'm anything but. And then he said he wanted to destroy me. Oh, this is a likeness of Andi Cruz. Actually, some of the streams I'm really proud of. I did a 4-part series on the life of Andi Cruz. Now my favorite streamer. Favorite female streamer might be a wild German lady. I have a lot of people I like. Charlotte doesn't have her own stream, but she's definitely one of my favorite people in life and on air. So there you are. So yeah, I'm ready to go off any minute. I'm going through chat now. Best tennis player, we're fine. One mistake, big deal. And how did best tennis player take to my criticism? See, reactions are so important. I maybe didn't accept Evil Abe's word completely. What did he do? He could have argued with me appropriately. He said he was going to destroy me. So I think the best way to look at a person, you listening, Russell, because I'm a little mad at Russell, because he let HB be criticized without really responding in a good way, in my opinion. Russell's not perfect, but yeah, I'm a little annoyed at Russell. Do I want to destroy Russell? No, I still like Russell, but I disagree with him on some things. Look at people's reactions. I think in psychology, they say that's transference. Projection is under the rubric or idea of transference. Transference is reaction, but not frequently not reasonable. So you go in, the therapist is not saying anything. He has this orientation of being a blank slate. And then the client starts attacking the therapist, who's doing nothing, hasn't said maybe anything yet. Well, that's transference and projection, because the client is putting their own projection, transferring that onto the blank slate. So you look at the reaction. You look at it tells you sometimes the most of all. When someone gets angry, that's when you find out a lot about them, right? Look at the reaction. So best tennis player, I think, made a disparaging, unfair remark, and I called him on it. What did he do? Or she? I think it's a man. What did he do? He basically apologized. That's a cool guy to me. So thank you, best tennis player. What did a wild German lady do? She apologized for a flaw. Saucy Sue honestly takes accountability. That's her reaction. And Saucy Sue's reaction to being slandered is to call out the person who unfairly doxed her, by the way. And Saucy Sue's not going away, May Noodles. Somebody should tell her that. Saucy Sue is now in the head of May Noodles. May Noodles, because May Noodles gave away the fact that Saucy Sue lives in the head of May Noodles, because May Noodles mentioned Saucy Sue. If I were you, May Noodles, I'd apologize. Most of all, don't mention Saucy Sue. But it's now out there. Saucy Sue has succeeded. Will Saucy Sue stop? No. Maybe if May Noodles apologized, changed completely, maybe Saucy Sue would forgive her. Not counting on it, because it was pretty bad. The slander meaning it's not true. Attack somebody. That's fair, May. Go after Saucy Sue, but don't make up stuff. So the story I told you, not my story, Saucy Sue's story, she was threatened physically by a man she knew. Did she have a relationship with? So she knew how this man would escalate. The man took a stick and went at Saucy Sue after blocking a way for Saucy Sue to leave the premises. Saucy Sue took a knife, defended her unborn child and herself, and stabbed this man. No charge. It's self-defense. Not only self-defense, but righteous self-defense. Look for the reactions. What about Evil Abe? So German lady came up and said that Abe and JK were trolling me. And she made some sense. So I questioned whether or not Evil Abe did this. And some things didn't make sense that Evil Abe said. Based on that, I guess, like the next day or something, Evil Abe on air said that he was going to show that I was a racist. Well, no, I had experimented with the N-word with I think Josh, and said, why is it so powerful? Let me see my reaction when I say the word. That's it. Evil Abe should have known Most people know. I don't even permit that word. I'm not a racist. Real life, right? It's easy to talk. Real life. Oh, here's my wife. I will finish up now. Thanks for showing up. Hi, Cutie Pie. That's her name. She's a good lady. Shamrock, of course. I'm going to be off here at wife in a couple of minutes. Check out a wild German lady later. I think you'll like her. If you don't know her, type in a wild German lady. And Lydia. I had trouble with Lydia, but recently I like Lydia. She's funny. She's smart. And she's welcome to come up. My wife turned on the TV. I just want to make sure that I acknowledge people who came. I got a troll, Mariah, not Carrie, and I like talking to trolls. My last stream, I really had fun because it challenges me to be quick, and I am. But Mariah, I'm about to get off, so I can't respond to you. But why are you here, by the way? Why are you here? You can go away, by the way. RJ's lady, good morning. I'm about to go off. My wife's up. I'm just finishing to make sure that I see everybody in chat and acknowledge them. I like your comments, Mariah. I would like to answer them. I do. Come to the next stream. My wife's up, and I've had too much time on YouTube, but I would like to. Well, let me do this one comment. Oh, you're talking about Sue? She went after me, but Sue, you seem obsessed with me. I don't think so. What happened was, dummy, Sue was slandered and doxxed and doxxed and doxxed. No, she's not obsessed with me. It's called defending. It's called helping people know the truth about me. So you're wrong. And the shady post, 5, 6 posts about them every day. No. What does it take? An hour? Do you watch TV or go on YouTube or read a book for over an hour? Well, Sue is being righteous. Sue is alerting people and responding, and good for Sue. Do you have a heroic event in your life where you defended the life of your unborn child there, Mariah? Somehow I think not. And so, yes, I appreciate and will defend Saucy Sue. Real life hero. What about you, Mariah? Are you a real life hero? It's easy to come on here and defend a good lady. What about you? Easy to be a troll. Who are you? So I will defend you, Sue. Not a very, I thought she was going to go after me. So that was my intent because she had gone after me before. So I didn't know that. I don't want to end with that remark. Okay, I think this means me. So I'll end with, I actually do like trolls. Not when I have time for them. Not when they bring up kids, but she's not bringing up a kid. You're, meaning me, becoming main noodles. Okay, let's look at that. I do the same shit, do I? Do I dox people? Do I dox innocent people? Do I? No, I don't. Do I slander people? No, I attack people with the truth. What do? Mariah, not Carrie. Be a creepy little troll. Because you're creepy because I'm not the same as main noodles. And you're stupid to bring up a comparison. So I end it responding to the troll. Maybe I'll stream later when my wife's working. But thank you for the little stream. I acknowledge people in chat. Check out Saucy Soup, by the way, who talks about many things. Not things, all of them I'm interested in. I saw Raw Dog the other day. He had mostly women in chat, and I love women, but they were getting into clothes. So I think that's more female-oriented. So Saucy Sue has all different content. Yes, she righteously discusses streamers, but she also talks about clothes and perfume. So there you go. Check out German Lady, Saucy Sue, Be Well. Till we meet again. My name is Sam Hill. Done.